So it's laundry day, and I've got all my clothes. I toss them in this bucket back here in the corner. And one of the issues that I have with the trailer during the winter and using propane to heat is moisture seems to get trapped in the clothing. So, for example, these right now are pretty much frozen together. And it's the time of year where I pull everything out and clean it up, and it's my fault. You see the ice right there? So I've been working my way. Oh, God. Ugh. Ugh. Look at that ice. Pair of pants, anyone? So I've been working my way from the front back to the back, and it always becomes an issue in spring, and then to avoid the mold, I'll spray everything down with a little bit of bleach. But basically, I'm trying to get everything to dry out, and it's just crazy. It's just insane crazy. Ugh. It gives me a chance, too, every spring to go through and get rid of clothing that I no longer want or use or need. So living in a trailer in Alaska in the winter is not optimal by any means. But it's done it on my property now for 2 winters in a row, and hopefully the last one this winter. And it's very doable if you just plan ahead. You know, I have plenty of propane bottles filled up so that I've got plenty of heat. Got the roof tarp so that I don't get leaks, even though I do occasionally still get leaks. And then everything kind of sealed up so that when we have windstorms and snow events like we had last night and all day yesterday, it won't blow into the trailer. Even with that being said, I still get quite a bit of snow in the trailer on the footboards. And by that I mean, you know, when I walk in here, and yes, the doorknob's broken again, I tend to track snow in. And it'll stay right here by this door for most of the, that's dinner tonight, for most of the winter until things thaw out. I did shovel this off yesterday when I was out here cleaning stuff up. But as you can see, we still have more snow on it again. This was almost completely clear, so this will give you an idea of what this last storm did for us. And I just can't get over this view. This is just a beautiful, beautiful view. All the bunny tracks. I think there are quite a few rabbits on the property. Look at that view. Just gorgeous. Good morning. Oh. Not really cold, but I dressed for it anyway. Heading into town to go do laundry, but I had a bit of a dilemma yesterday. In that, so I borrowed the snowblower from my buddy Jack whenever I need it, and then I take it back to him. He lives in town, not far from work. So I picked up the snowblower yesterday, and I made 2 passes, and all of a sudden it quit throwing snow. So, looking at it, the only way that I could see that it would have quit would have been somewhere in the drive of the mechanism that actually swirls it and throws it out. So what I did was pulled off the cover and looked at it, and lo and behold, broken belt. So I need to swing by and pick that up. So I need to get laundry done, swing by the parts store and pick up a new belt for the snowblower, get back here, finish snowblowing the driveway because I got, like I said, 2 paths done. Get everything cleaned up, get everything showered up, ready to go, and go live today at 3 o'clock. It's going to be a busy Sunday. I'm pretty sure it was my fault that the belt broke, because yesterday when I loaded the snowblower into the back of the truck, I forgot I had a little piece of 1/2-inch plywood, like a square of 1/2-inch plywood laying in there, and it sucked it up into the chopping mechanism, the front rollers, you know, the things that basically cut into the snow. So basically how it works is it cuts into the snow and feeds it back to the other gear that throws it up the chute. But they're all, I believe, one mechanism with a belt drive, and that belt just snapped. It looked like it was cracked and dried as well, but I don't think that helped it any. So let's get to town and get that taken care of. Looks like they got busy plowing roads last night. I was in bed at, shoot, I was in bed last night at about 8:30. I'm gonna wake up till maybe 9. I woke up at 5, so 8 hours of sleep. I don't usually do that. Must have been tired. Could have had something to do with the fact too that, there we go. Could have had something to do too with the fact that I was, well, we're not gonna play this game. Could have had something to do too with the fact that I was out flying the drone yesterday when I realized, okay, I'm not gonna be able to do anything. And it's 4 o'clock in the afternoon. I didn't feel like driving back into town, and you know, because that wouldn't have put me home until 5:30ish anyway. So even if I would have got the snowblower running last night or back together last night, it wouldn't have made any difference. I wouldn't have been able to do it. It would have been too dark. But so I'm flying the drone, and I'm like, okay, I'm going to get some really cool slow motion shots. I'm kind of on low, you know, not very high above the snow, and I'm going over the garden area, and I go all the way to the back of the garden area, and I go to turn it around, and I'm not a drone expert, so I hit the wrong button and flew it into a tree. So I had to trudge through the snow to go get the drone, because it's not taking off when it's upside down in the snow. And so I trudged through the snow in the kilt, and that snow was a lot deeper than I thought it was. Holy smokes, was I cold. I was cold in regions you don't normally want to get cold in. So yeah, I went and dug that thing out and brought it back into the house, and I've got it drying out inside the house now. But it's just been an interesting, challenging couple of days. I'm one of these people that just really enjoys when everything works the way that it's supposed to. You know, when you turn on the light switch and the light comes on. But more and more in my life, it seems like I turn on the light switch and the sink goes on. And I'm like, wait a minute. Oh well. Keeps life interesting, doesn't it? It really does. Temperature right now is 23 degrees Fahrenheit, 23 degrees above zero. Yesterday we hit 36 degrees. It's just gorgeous. I love this. We're halfway through February. I'm ready. I'm ready for spring, and I'm ready for breakup. All right. Laundry is done. Just leaving CarQuest. Brother Will works here, so look up a belt for me. Ta-da! And then, you know, I've said it a million times, and I'm going to say it again. I don't just create videos on YouTube. I love YouTube because anytime I want to learn how to do something that I have never done before, I can go on YouTube and watch a video for it. So I did a quick search. Well, I did my part search for the replacement belt for the snow machine, or snowblower. And then I clicked on the link today that said video, and it showed me how to replace the whole thing. And I'm glad I watched it, because there's a couple of things on there that I'm like, oh, I don't know. I didn't realize that I was going to have to do that. Hopefully I got all the tools I need to get it done. I don't have the wrenches that I had in the past, back when I used to work on cars all the time. Because I generally don't work on vehicles at all anymore. So I have a ton of sockets, but I don't know if I have open-end wrenches or not. And one of them kind of needs an open-end wrench. I can always throw a pair of channel locks on it and unscrew the other side. That'll work. Pays to have the right tools, though. It does. I don't know what's going on here. We're not supposed to really have any snow today, but as I'm leaving town, it's kind of raining and then snowing and then raining and then snowing, which is nuts because it's 28 degrees Fahrenheit. Let's hope the roads don't get too slick. It's 10:30 in the morning, and I've got, what, 4.5 hours until I'm going to go live on YouTube?
and I need to fix the snowblower and then use the snowblower. Never a dull moment, Alaska. Never a dull moment. Okay. Let's see what we need to take apart here. So I got 1, 2. One, two, three, 4 is all I need to replace. Supposedly 7/16, 3/16, 3/16. Right there. Maybe we'll go metric. 10 millimeter. Yeah, maybe 9 millimeter. There we go. There we go. Okay, there is supposed to be, and it's right there, this nut. Channel locks. Come on. Kinda need another pair. longer. Okay. Good deal. This I unscrewed yesterday. Come on, get out of there. Nice. Okay. So this video that I watched on YouTube said you had to do a couple of things here. First, you needed to take this handle down to give you some extra room in the plate inside. There we go. Because I have to slide this around a whole bunch of stuff to get where it needs to go. So the other thing I saw him do after he fought it for 10 minutes shove that belt down using a screwdriver. And I don't have a screwdriver, but I do have a handy dandy little pry bar. It should do pretty much the same thing. As long as I can get it in there. Or not. So I needed this belt to go down in here, which is why I have that other handle cranked down, because when I take that other handle off, it's going to move it this way. That belt is, or that mechanism that moves out of the way is actually the drive for the wheels. Okay, so then I had to get this belt down underneath and then get it lined up to come over the top here so that when this handle gets pushed, it applies tension to the belt and then it runs the auger. Trust me when I say that the video that I watched, he actually did this in a shop, and I'm pretty lucky that this is all lining up and working right. So this other piece right here is nothing but a keep that goes right here to make sure that that belt cannot jump out of the track. That's all it's there for. So if I can't tighten that bad boy up, come on. tighten up. There we go. Now the belt can't jump out because of the depth. I don't think there's anything else I have to do on here other than to make sure I put this cover back on correctly. In order to do that, it's got to go in here. Is that what I saw? Yes, cool. I'm going to start it up and run it in front of you. Just so if I'm an epic failure on this, you guys will have something to laugh about. How's that sound? If you're a fan of the TV show Red Green, I love Red Green. Then, if this works, the statement I'm about to make will be true, right? If she doesn't find you handsome, she should at least find you handy. Let's see what we got here. Turn that up, put the choke on.
Okay, one more thing I want to do because Jack had mentioned it before. And honestly, since I've got it apart, or since I've got the tools all out here to do it, I want to adjust this, and you'll see me fighting this all the time. So I want to adjust that real quick. That's as far as she goes.
Alrighty. Beautiful. Beautiful. Okay, I might be able to do those. That bad boy is hot. Need a steak. Oh, that's pretty. Okay, let's see what we got here. Cap opened up on that. Oh yeah. That's beautiful. Things don't always go as planned here in Alaska, but thankfully, catastrophe once again averted. Sure, it took me a little longer to get everything done I wanted to, but by the end of the day, I still had time to throw a nice steak on the Weber. Thank you guys for watching. I'm Sean in Alaska. Have a fantastic week.